All right, it's 1:30 p.m. I just have about an hour and a half to sneak out, and I knew it was low tide, but I've never seen a low tide like this before. And I get all my good finds when it's low tide. Wish I had 8 hours. But I'm probably better off just looking through all this mud. That's a tide out that I've seen. This is 50 feet further than I've ever seen it out. There's a really hot spot right there, and there's a really hot spot over there. So I'm gonna check it out, and there's a really hot spot all the way down there. All right, we'll see. All right, here I am in the middle of this. Haven't seen any of this ever. For the 10 years I've been out here, it's never been this low, and I've been able to detect it. And my first good signal was a 55. I have no idea what it is. It's pretty worn out. If it's a coin, it looks bronze. I'm gonna have to get it home and clean the other side of it. Could be a button. But for the first find, that's got me puzzled already. I'm still here on this low tide. I got a tremendous amount of fishing weights. They are everywhere. It's kind of messing up the dig. Besides, my hands got wet, my gloves, and now they are frozen solid, so I haven't really been able to do a lot of videoing. Although I've been getting some crazy weird finds. I finally pulled up along a full bottle. I wanted to pull it out of the mud and see if it had any real history to it. Kind of hard to say. It doesn't look like anything's on it. Might just be an old beer bottle. I thought maybe it would have some kind of history. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna toss it up on the beach and maybe grab it later. It's got some junk stuck in it. It's about 5 minutes ago I found a metal cheeseburger. I don't know what the hell it was. It's some kind of metal cheeseburger. Oh! Not using that later. I guess you don't throw glass bottles on a hard beach. What an idiot. Alright, let me see if I could grab that cheeseburger. Pretend like that never happened. I even videotaped it. No proof. Now here it is. I thought it was just a yellow top to a bottle can, but it looked just a little different because of the colors. And when I turned it over, it sure looks like a cheeseburger to me. It's doing a lot better than that is now. Now, aside from that bottle disaster from before, this is more like what I'm looking for. And I do see some writing on that. There's some embossing. I do see the tip of it is broken, but I'm thinking the rest of it might actually be intact. And that looks like a pretty cool bottle. St. James Depot, 1765. Well, I know it's not from 1765, but it's cracked. That would have been a pretty cool bottle. St. James Depot, 1763. And again, that's not that old of a bottle. I don't even know what that is, but I wish that was intact. That would have been a keeper. Again, I probably pulled up about another 20 lead weights, fishing weights, and a couple brass plumbing pieces, but I guess now my hands warmed up a little bit, I can do some videotaping if I get something worthy of videoing. All right, this is more like it. I did pull out a silver nickel, 1944 war nickel, right out of that hole, or that hole, I'm not really sure. And that should be consistent with what I'm finding in the bottles and the pottery here and the brass pieces. But at this point, I have found a lot of coins in here, but they're all old coins, which on this beach we never find coins, and I'm guessing it is because of the slope. They all get washed down here into the water and they stay here. That is a 44 silver war nickel. Love that. Still banging out some old finds, but that darn high tide's coming in really fast, and I'm losing all my cool area. I've only been out here for an hour. I just pulled up a awesome Hopkins lure. Is it an actual Hopkins? Yep, Hopkins Shorty 225. in great condition. It's just missing its threads. Hook looks like they probably lost this season. That's gonna go to my buddy Rich over there, who does a lot of fishing here. He's over there somewhere. It's just strange that I pulled out another quarter here, and I think the last 3 quarters all were from 1974, and none of them were near each other. It's kind of dating the area. This place is always good for blue glass. I pulled out a huge piece before that I didn't videotape. There's another chunk. Oh, it's just the top of something. I do like the blue glass. Yep. And that was an unfortunate fisherman's toss. Got caught right in there. It's been there a while. The hook's all gone too. That's a good little lure. Yep. Take it right out of there. Spoon. Back at it again, day 2. I came back during low tide, and I'm just picking up lead weights after lead weights, but I'm gonna travel further down this time, down by the beacon. You could probably spend the next week at low tide looking in this place. There's just stuff hanging out all over the place. I figured I'd pull this one out of the sand together and see what it is. Oh, it's an old flashlight. An old fisherman's flashlight. Sun's coming out. Yesterday my fingers were frozen solid. Today I'm gonna break a sweat. Got a good signal out of that hole, and I'm seeing something round. Could be a coin. I pretty much know it's a coin, but there's a lot of old stuff here. I'm videotaping it because I gotta be getting into some old silver. No, it's a quarter. It's got the right color to it, but no, not quite yet. That's a 93. That's the low tide I'm looking at right here. It's just too much to search through. I'm almost just walking to see if anything's laying on top, and then kind of cherry picking some signals, because the tide's going to come in any minute now, and this is all going to be gone. I wanted to quickly give you a little taste of what I'm actually walking through here. I mean, there's stuff everywhere. Golf ball, old record players. Look at this thing. More old record players. Bottles everywhere. Some of them are pretty old. This thing is top of something. It's hard to move all this stuff around. Yeah, that's like the top of something. I've seen it before. It's like an old refrigerator or something. I wish I could slide that in my pocket. I know it's pretty old. Look at that. And it's brass. Maybe I'll put it in my pocket. Alright, here's the quick recap. We got 4 quarters, nothing super old, a dime and a nickel. Small part of an old pocket knife. We got the steel or lead or whatever that is cheeseburger. Probably one of the strangest finds I've found in a while. It is a wheat penny, too worn out to see what it is. The 1944 silver war nickel. A brass button with the shank on it was one of the first things I found in that low tide. A little piece of brass. It says 77 on it. I think this is the core of a battery. Otherwise, I have no idea what it is. Strangely enough, I found several of these. Some are decorated. It's lead and very soft, but I'm not really sure what it goes to. That's the flashlight. We got 2 awesome lures, a whole bunch of brass pieces, plug for a boat, school glass cork top. And then real fast, and these are only the ones I picked up, 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 pieces of lead, fishing related, all sinkers, a huge brass or copper plate. I thought I would get that home and see something written on it, but there's nothing written on it. And then before I looked it up, this is a door to something I have seen before. It's either a small freezer door or refrigerator door with MW on it. I haven't looked it up yet, but I know it's pretty old and it's big. I picked that up out of the mud also. You'll probably have seen the video.